girl told the woman that I'm a pro. Imagine your fellow girl slut shaming you. She didn't end there. She said I slept with my professors in Nigeria to graduate with first class. Nigeria can be a lot of things, but there is nowhere in Nigeria that somebody will slip away through to get first class. Quote me anywhere, any day, anytime. That's a big insult, not just to me, but to Nigeria as a whole. That a girl would graduate with first class by sleeping around with her professors. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Valeen Oseh again, and this is episode or part 11 in the series My Roommate Experience in the United States of America as an International Student. So part 10 had to end that way because my storage got full and then my laptop was down and all of that, so I had to fix those first, and then come back to film this remaining part. But I felt like, part 10 was about 17 minutes. I know if I edit it, it would be less, but so I had to make this video. This will be like the end story. I hope so. So what happened was, the lady from church was not saying that, you should have let her in. You should have told her, you should have given her access to those utilities and stuff. Because she's your roommate and that's how it's supposed to be and everything. And so from there, she was not saying things like, literally, so I was calm. She was saying things. At some point, she started filming me, and I also started filming her and all of that. And so the woman was like, she was saying that I am wicked. That's what she told the woman, that I am wicked. I didn't even tell her that I was moving out. That I never told her I was moving. And I said to the woman, first of all, she said I can leave anytime that if I want to, because she's tired of me as well. Yeah. And I don't owe her that to come and now start telling her that I want to move out after she had done that to me. I didn't have to. In fact, that this same girl was jubilating when she discovered that I was moving from the apartment. So she can't say that. Whatever she's saying now, she can't just say it because she has no right to even say that. Okay? So guys, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. This girl told the woman that I'm a pro. Imagine your fellow girl slut shaming you. She didn't end there. She said I slept with my professors in Nigeria to graduate with first class. Like, that's so low. I just don't know where that came from, because first of all, I never sat down to discuss that, I graduated with first class with her at any time. The only knowledge she has of me is maybe when she's watching my stories while I was in Nigeria when I got to the US. Do you get? So this person knows nothing about me. And then she's now saying that I slept with my professors in Nigeria to graduate with first class. Nigeria can be a lot of things, but there is nowhere in Nigeria that somebody will slip away through to get first class. Quote me anywhere, any day, anytime. That's a big insult, not just to me, but to Nigeria as a whole. That a girl would graduate with first class by sleeping around with her professors. So she's saying that as a girl, I'm not capable enough to study. She just undermined everything I went through in school. It was then I lost my cool, because I think from the beginning of the conversation, I was just calm, I was quiet, I was just trying to talk. And then she was even telling the woman that I'm manipulative and everything. I'm just looking at her. So when she uttered those words, guys, I lost it, because you don't know. If my friends are watching this, they will tell you what it took for me. Like, I would I didn't have fun in school. I was, the work. Do you know the work? I was doing it and doing my girl child initiative and my business. I just don't understand why a fellow lady will not only slut shame you, but see that kind of thing. And this is somebody that didn't even study in Nigeria. She didn't have her bachelor's in Nigeria. So that means she was that low. She was that low that she could say those words. That girl is mean. She's wicked. I had to lecture her. You're getting it wrong. Let me tell you, I did diploma. I resumed my diploma 1 month to the exam because I never wanted to do diploma, but my parents, said, they bought the form and everything. So 1 month to the exam, I resumed. And so I was like, okay, let me just do this. So when I arrived school, I went to meet with my supervisor, Dr. Odiri, or Mr. Odiri, I can't remember. And then he was like, you're not serious. He called me any name that you can think of. You're not serious. Why would you resume now? And then after that first semester exam, when I went there to check my results, and then it's like, oh, you know what you were doing. I had 4.8. Guys, that is somebody that resumed 1 month to exams. And I graduated in that department. Nobody had first class in that department in diploma. I did it. First girl, first time. So that was my diploma. And I studied, like, my courses in diploma were over 30. Because it was a 2 years program. Over 30. And my professors were over 10. So she's saying that I slept with those 10 professors. How can one person be that good? That there is not one professor that will say no. And you'll be able to sleep your way to graduate with a distinction in diploma. And repeat the same thing in your direct entry. I was the best graduating student in my direct entry, my BSc at Delta State University, Abraka. Go and ask Valeen, Oseh. In my time, 13 persons graduated with first class. Only 13 out of over tens of thousands of people that graduated. I was number 3 with a CGPA of 4.60. The first person was having a CGPA of 4.70. The other person was 4.61. I was on 4.60 while I was doing all of these things together, my girl child initiative, my school, my business. I was doing all of that. I was always even on my birthdays, the party will be outside, I'll be in my room. My friends can attest to the fact that Valeen I never had fun in school. I never had fun in school. I never got anything out of pity. It was earned. In fact, there was one time I wrote one exam that it was a test. And so during the test, when you're good, people would want to sit around you. So during that exam, a test, people were trying to sit around me and all of that. So the professor was new. He didn't know me. He didn't really know my scores, my record or anything. So he felt like I was going to cheat. So he was like, this girl, you're going to cheat or anything. And then he told me to get out of the hall. And and he said he was not going to give me any exam. We had not even started. The people that were sitting around me to get, stuff like that were still in the hall. I missed out. But do you know that I wrote the exam for that course and had an A without test? Without test. And one girl would tell me that I was sleeping around with my professors to graduate with a first class. It is not done in Nigeria. If you sleep around with professors. People sleep with professors to even get a D, an E, a pass. You don't sleep with professors to have an A. It's not done. It's not done. And I felt somebody that, studied outside the country would even have a better understanding. But she didn't. She felt the only thing she could tell me was to undermine my hard work undermine my women, because it's not just to me. You're saying that any girl that is successful sleeps around to get there. Any girl that, is academically sound slept her way up there. But that's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong. And I told her, it means, girl, I'm a project to you, because you had to search for me. You had to research me to even discover that I graduated the first class. Yes. You had to do that. So I'm very important. I don't even know anything about you. Then she was like, she took scholarship. She was schooled with scholarship. Hey, if your papa na Dangote, you not go even apply for scholarship now. I've never seen Otedola's daughter copy, or President Buhari's daughter looking for scholarship. I don't get it. They give people scholarship. So I am proud of my academic excellence. I am proud of my academic achievement. And so whatever you have said, whatever you said to me, it just shows how low you are, because it means that you also slept your way through. That's what you're saying, that every girl sleeps their way through. And so after that, I just lost it. And so we started, and then the woman was like, am I moving? Because she was angry that, she's here trying to console us while we're saying this, while we exchanging words and all of that. And so she was like, she's tired, she has to leave and everything. So she was like, when am I leaving? I told her I was leaving that day, and I was leaving around 4, because that was the time I had already planned out with my people. And then she told the woman, I went to file a case against. I told her, whatever I said in my report, go and look at it. It is the truth, and you can't deny it. So she was like, and she has also called the police or something to come. And then she was like, why are you calling the police? And then she was like, no, so that the police will be there when I'm moving out, so that I don't carry anything or something. I'm not looking at her. What do you even have? What do we even have? There's nothing in this our apartment. We don't have couch. We don't have nothing in the apartment. So what is there to take? I just did not understand. But guys, you understand why she called the police afterwards. So the lady now left. When the lady left, we're still exchanging words, and then she walked away. She opened the door, because I remember when the woman was there, she just opened the door. She would just open the door. At some point, she was filming me. When she was filming me, and I started filming her, because I don't know why you're filming me. So she now opened the door. She do not say, why you open the door? She was saying, no, let us open the door. She opened the door. So when the woman left, she just walked away. So she walked away. It was like a minute or two. She walked back in and went into her room. I was still sitting in the living room. And then I heard the siren, wow, 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 wow. And so a policeman walked in, and then she was like, he was like, where are you alone and stuff like that. I said, I'm not alone, my roommate is in. And then it was like somebody called and all of that. So my roommate now walked out. I'm the one that called you. I'm the one that called you. She's been attacking me. She's been fighting me. She's been doing this. She's been doing that and all of that. I'm so scared. I don't know. She's moving. I'm like, Jesus. Tongue speaking sister. Hello. I was just stunned, and I was looking at her like this. Can people really? This is Nollywood. The only time I have been in that position in my life was when I went to my uncle's house in Lagos, and the maid pulled a stunt like this on me. And guys, if you want to know that story, let me know in the comment section. That one will even shock you. This one is a maid. It will shock you. Just let me know if you want to hear that gist. So I'm like, so in that, as they were talking, me, I just quickly dialed the lady's number that just left. And I'm like, ma, were you not here when she said she was going to call the police so that they would just be there to oversee me moving out of the apartment? Are you aware that she's telling the police that I fought her, I was beating her, and all of that shit about me? So she was like, what? And stuff like, so the policeman was like, no, I should end the call, that he's here I should, respect him, and so that I'm like, but this girl is lying. And so I ended the call. So she continued telling her story. In that moment, my team came. They just walked and they were like, no, sir, this is what happened. This girl has been physically attacked. She's been abused in this apartment. She has filed a report against her roommate, several reports, because at that time I'd already written like over 3 reports at that time with the police department. And so she was like, so we are here to take her out of the apartment. My roomie was just like, man, people are mean. It is not, please, take your time to know people. Take your time to know people. Like, I can't believe that a Christian would lie that hard. So because I had filed a case against you, which wasn't even a lie, which were the things you did to me, you now felt like you have to lie to have an edge or something. And when you call the police, you want to give your statement, you give your statement. They will never say, don't give your statement. So she now started, so the people, they were now helping me with my stuff and all of those things. So she now started talking to them outside, and I could overhear, because I was moving my things out, and I could overhear her saying that I was threatening her life, that I have been threatening. And the man was like, when did she threaten you? She now said, since I moved into the house. Hey. Lord of Jesus, who you? No, who you? Who you? Jeez. That since I moved into the apartment, I have been threatening her with, like, really? Are you that bad, that mean? Are you such a liar? Like this, when I say tongue speaking, she can speak in tongue for over 1 hour. At night. If you see the respect I had for this girl, I'm like, yeah, this is the kind of people, this is the space I need, because I love lovers of God. So she was giving that testimony. What did they call it? She was just doing that, and the guy came and took my name. I'm like, no problem. I filed, and I said, see, and what happened, guys? Let me tell you something to shock you. When I went to the police department, all the while, I never called her name. I never called her name. Even in school, when the authorities were like, am I not ready to reveal her name? I said no, because she's a Nigerian, and it would be bad that as Nigerians, it's already, I'm just doing this because I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Just so, because I was scared. That's why I'm doing this, but I don't want to call her name. I just want them to know that it's my roommate, ex-roommate. So, but when I heard her lie that kind of lie from the pit of hell, it was that moment that I now did a formal letter again. I now called her name. I now did another police report. I now, called her name in that report and tied all those reports together. And then I now, because I needed to do that. I didn't know that she was that, because even me that was the victim, I was still trying to protect her identity. I was still trying to protect her name. And the people in school, like the lady, 2 ladies and 1 man that spoke to me, like they tried. When they read her letter, her email to me, they were like, what? And I even emailed all our WhatsApp conversations to them, so they have it. They have our records back and forth when I said I'm not going to call her name, and even when, every time, And so when somebody is that wicked and that mean, to not just lie, that lie, I had to now also expose her identity. So that was what happened. I now moved out of the apartment. I think I even forgot my granite, my stock in the refrigerator, and even my makeup. Some things I just couldn't go. I didn't even go back again to take those things because I was done and I was tired. And I just said to myself, you know what? This is the biggest lesson ever. It is the biggest lesson ever. I'm not proud that things got, to that point, but I couldn't allow myself to be in an unsafe environment, and to be deceived continuously. and you know, it was just not the right environment. And guys, I was just new in the States. Like, imagine dealing with all of that. I was lost, and I had my exams in that period. I was writing my exams, and that's why I wasn't even able to hit my 4.0, because how I even, you know, had 3.75, it's just God. Out of 4.0, it's just God. With all these things, it was just God. And so when I moved into I now got a call from someone, and the person was like, Valeen, remember I said I never told anybody in church or any mutual person we knew? I'm like, the person was like, Valeen. She just checked up on me, and then she was like, what's going on? I'm like, what do you mean? And then she's like, this is what I'm hearing. This is what your roommate is saying, that you are wicked, that you left her without telling her, that she's now the one paying all the bills. And guys, let me even shock you. After I moved, the apartment now gave her 1 month grace to find another roommate, because I still have that email, to find another roommate. You know, so that it means that throughout May she paid maybe half of the bill. She didn't pay the full bill, because they gave her that 1 month to find another roommate. And it now even made more sense. Why won't your ex-roommate move? First one move, second one move. There's something must be wrong somewhere. Something must definitely be wrong. So she now said that this is the story she's passing around, that I'm a very wicked person. I moved that everybody is even condemning me. And I told her, as close as we were, as much as I respected, I told her that I have nothing to say. But because she now said that my roommate ex was saying that she was going to whether charge me to court or file a case against me. I said, hey, I was like, I did not want to even be the one to do that. But if she's going to do that, that would be good news. You know why? Because I have all the evidence. Even the apartment I'm living right now, it's the leasing agency that gave me this apartment. So if I left the apartment on my own without any permission or anything, they will not even give me an apartment, because I'm living here. I'm signed to apartment. So, and what is she complaining about? In the email you said, if you want, run along and tell them you don't want to stay here, because I am tired of you. You said that. The day, that was 2 days before you physically attacked me. The day you physically attacked me, even at that time I had not seen the email. I didn't know. But you also mentioned it, that if you leave now, the next day somebody will come. So why are you making a case out of it and lying to people that I left you to pay the full bill? I thought your father was Bill Gates. And I thought you were bragging that if I leave now, the next day another person will take over. Why would someone just derive joy in saying shit about another person? So I just told her that she shouldn't worry. I didn't even explain anything to her. I just told her, don't worry. I have nothing to say, but you know what? Your girl is safe. Let her go ahead. I have all the evidence. Let her go ahead. And so she was like, okay, when we see, we'll talk. Even when we saw, that's why, oh God, I love that girl. She's not even asked me again. But then I saw somebody else that every month, remember that person I said took us to the grocery store that first time, you know? So I kept seeing her, because the new place I moved to had like a school, an elementary school where her kids attended. So each time I'm walking to school or something, I'll just see her in her car, either coming to pick up the kids. So we kept seeing her. She was like, Valeen, what's going on? Valeen, what's going on? I'll be like, nothing. We saw like that consecutively for like 4, 5 times. The 5th time, I just got tired, and I felt like I should open up, because to be honest, at this stage, she had gone around telling people. So I just wanted at least one person to hear my side of the story. And I told her everything. That's the only person I told. And now you have known as well. So guys, that was my experience. I was so happy that I was able to move out. And I was so happy that I left that space. I think I remember when somebody else in church was asking, because I sing, and whenever they are doing, like, I was always singing, and then they'll be like, why don't you join the choir? I think I was testifying one day, and I told them that I don't want to join the choir anymore. I've joined the ushering department, because she now joined choir. So me, I don't want to join choir again, I beg, because I can't deal with that a second time. So, but you know, guys, I've moved on. I've forgiven her. I think to a large extent, the lady tried to settle us or something. We did one form of settlement that wasn't deep, even because I told her I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the type that pretends. If I like you, I like you. If I don't like you, I don't like you. So I don't want to come and say salutation is not love. I'm not that type. And so, but right now I have let go of everything. If I see herself, I can hug her and anything, you know. I don't, because I mean, if I didn't love her, I wouldn't, you know, hide her identity all the while. Even when the school was like, should they give her like, you know, more like a restraining order so that she does not, you know, come. How was I couldn't do that. And we attend the same church and everything. I just felt like let's leave all those things. So right now I'm at a good place. I'm at a very good place. I think that's why I'm even sharing this story, because I don't want to hold it back anymore. And I mean, it's not easy. It's not been easy living in the United States of America. I felt like I'll be welcomed and all of that, but guys, I'm so I don't know. But just, you know, let me know your experience so far in the United States of America. Have you had any story like this? Have you had any experience like this? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it fair? Just let me know in the comment section. And is there anything else you want me to talk about? Do you want me to talk about my experience trying to find a new apartment, or my experience trying to get a co-signer, or my experience you know, generally in the United States of America, like how I got my admission, how I went for my interview, or any of those stories? If you want to know all those stories or all those, just let me know in the comment section and I'll film it. Okay, so guys, I just wanted to end this you know, series with this statement: let love lead. We can be human at times. We can give into flesh. Nobody's perfect. I have my imperfections. You have your imperfections. But at the end of the day, let love lead. You know, you can express your emotions, but after that moment, just let it go. Seek peace with all men and be at peace with all men. Thank you all so much for watching. I know this is very long, but I just wanted to end this video, you know, in this part 11 or part 12, no, part 11. Yeah, so yeah, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you're the first to know once I upload my content. And thank you all so much. I remain Valeen. Oseh. Bye guys. Bread and butter.